I've seen Christians try to do things with their own natural ability and they fail. Touch your neighbor, say switch. You have been trying to do things with your ability and it's not working. It's time to switch to divine ability, divine enablement. The Bible said they began to speak in other tongues as the Spirit enabled them. There was this enabling power, enabling capacity that came upon them, and they began to speak language they've never learned before. But there is a force working in them. There is this strength working in them. There is this wisdom working in them. That is the enablement of the Spirit, and this is available for anyone that is filled with the Spirit. Once you are filled with the Spirit, there is this enabling power to do things you never learned. I don't care what it is, but so long as these are things you must do, there is this enabling force that makes you to do them. I check the word enable, I discover is the word empower. I check the word enable, I saw a translation that said is the word to furnish. I saw a translation that says the word equip. So they began to speak as the Holy Ghost equipped them. They began to speak as the Holy Ghost empowered them. They began to act as the Holy Ghost furnished them. They were furnished by the Spirit and they began to speak. They were furnished by the Spirit and they began to function according to the furnishings of the Spirit. They began to function according to the equipping of the Spirit. They began to function according to the strengthening of the Spirit. Excuse me, there is a strength that can come on you and you begin to do things naturally you couldn't do. Excuse me, hear me. Stop complaining that I cannot. Every time I cannot, every time how can I? You need to switch to the technology of the Spirit that gives you ability to do the impossible. I don't care whether you have gone to school, I don't care whether you have learned before. There is a technology that when you switch to it, you have ability. The Bible said the Holy Ghost enabled them, the Holy Ghost empowered them. They began to speak in a language they've never learned before. Holy Ghost enable me to live a holy life. Somebody is saying, how can I live a holy life? How can I stand in the place where there is iniquity? How can I survive? I'm the only Christian in my family. Hear me, on your own you cannot, but there is this enabling power of God that can make you to survive. How can I train my children? There is this enabling power of God. How can I love my wife? How can I love my husband? There is this enabling power of God that can make you to make wealth, that can make you to behave well, that can make you to do things you never learned. Is a furnishing. Somebody can pray like this and say, Holy Ghost, furnish me with grace. In case your life is empty of grace, I don't care whether you have been graceless. When the Holy Ghost comes upon you, furnishes you with grace. Somebody can cry, say, Lord, enable me to serve you, enable me to prosper. I am the Lord thy God that giveth thee power to make well. It's an enabling to make well, an enabling to live holy, an enabling to prosper. Lift up your voice, say, Holy Ghost, enable me. Holy Ghost, enable me. Enable me to succeed. Enable me to conceive. Enable me to prosper. Enable me to love you. Enable me to do good. Enable me, oh.